Okay, here's an example of using box plots and doing some comparative language and using IQR and means and everything else we know about the 5 number summary of box plots. So here we go. Let's look back at the University of Michigan perfect season situation. I get this from a very strong Michigan fan, Michigan State and Michigan fan. So here's a box plot of the points scored by the 1997 University of Michigan football team and the arch rival Michigan State University football team. Write a few sentences comparing the distributions. And so here we go. Remember, whenever we compare distributions of this type of data, we're going to be using SOCs. Okay, SOCs whenever we're comparing this, and plus context. So make sure we use context here. Okay. And right here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with shape. Now, looking at the shape right here, it appears we would say the distribution of points scored by U of M and MSU are both. Now, if you look at that, I personally think they're both look roughly symmetric, are both roughly symmetric. I'm going to say that, okay? They're both roughly symmetric distributions, all right? Next thing is look at outliers. We can say neither distribution appears to contain any outliers. And that appears to be true, right? It doesn't appear to be any outliers. We then go to center. We can also say that it appears the center of each distribution. Is equal. And we can put it maybe I'm saying the medians are both there's 25 points, okay, in each one of those. And how we know that? Because this line right here is the median, and it appears to be the same for both. All right. We go to the next one, which is now spread. However, we look at the spread, and we're going to talk about IQR. And what we notice is that the Michigan State University IQR is larger than that. So we know the variability, all right, of Michigan State's, all right, Michigan State University's points scored is larger than variability is larger. The variability of Michigan State points scored is larger than MU's, okay, Michigan universities, because, and if we want to put it, we need to put because, and say right here, the IQR variability, if you want to put it like maybe we're saying IQR of MSU point score is larger than MU, and we can just put that, and we could try to figure that out, but that's what we have. All right, and so we did each one of those, and we talked about distribution. We had our context in there. We identified that neither of them. We compared the two. So when we talked about center, we said they were the same. We talked about the variability or IQR of MSU. Point scored is larger than the MU, at least their distribution. The variability IQR of MSU, point scored is larger than that of MU. And I think we covered everything. And that's how we can do comparative language, and that's how we can use box plots to help us figure that out. And once again, the IQR is referring to, this is Q1 and Q3, and we're talking about this distance. And here's Q1, and here's Q3 for that. That is that distance. So here's the IQR for that, and here's the IQR here as well. And so we can definitely see that Michigan State University is larger than University of Michigan. And that's it. All right. Well, I hope this helps you out. And good luck and God bless in the rest of your problems.